Hey guys, the Street Outlaws community has been in a state of emotional turbulence for quite some time now, and it's all centered around one name, Big Chief. For years, fans have clung to the hope that the show's most iconic figure, whose real name is Justin Shearer, might one day return to the gritty racing world he helped build. But the truth, as difficult and heartbreaking as it is, must be faced. Big Chief will never return to Street Outlaws. The rumors haven't stopped. Online forums, YouTube videos, and social media threads are constantly lighting up with speculation and hopeful chatter. Every time someone spots an old clip or hears a whisper about a former driver coming back, Big Chief's name is the first to be thrown into the mix. Fans are desperate to see the OG racer return to reclaim his place. But unfortunately, that dream is fading fast, and it's time to confront reality. Big Chief wasn't just a part of Street Outlaws, he was the show. From the very first episode, his passion, presence, and leadership set the tone for what the series would become. His charisma wasn't just for the cameras, it was authentic. Whether it was behind the wheel, in the pits, or in those heated drivers' meetings, Big Chief brought intensity, loyalty, and vision. He wasn't just racing cars, he was building a legacy. For many fans, Street Outlaws without Big Chief has never been quite the same. His absence created a void that no newcomer or format tweak has fully managed to fill. No matter how many new drivers come in or how exciting the no-prep scene becomes, there's always that lingering question: what if Big Chief came back? What really makes this situation tragic isn't just the absence of Big Chief, but the reasons behind it. His departure wasn't just a temporary break or a personal sabbatical. It was the result of deep-rooted conflicts with Pilgrim Studios, the production company behind Street Outlaws. Contrary to what many believe, the issues weren't with Discovery Channel directly, but with how the show was being produced and managed behind the scenes. There was a growing rift between Big Chief's values and the direction the production team was taking. Reports and interviews have hinted at creative differences, disagreements about safety, and how the narrative was being shaped. These issues weren't minor squabbles. They were significant enough to push Big Chief to walk away from the very world he helped create. And he hasn't looked back. Despite all the evidence, speculation continues to swirl. Every new shift in the Street Outlaws universe triggers a new wave of hope. The recent involvement of names like Dana White in the No Prep Kings scene has only intensified the chatter. Some fans take these developments as signs that a major shakeup is coming, and maybe, just maybe, Big Chief might come back. But let's be clear, these changes don't address the real problems. The production team and the dynamics that led to Big Chief's departure are still largely in place. As much as fans wish otherwise, there's no indication that the underlying tensions have been resolved. No big name or financial incentive seems powerful enough to bring Big Chief back under those same conditions. The absence of Big Chief has not only impacted the show, but also caused a noticeable divide among the fan base. On one side, you have the loyalists, those who believe the show has lost its soul without him. They argue that Street Outlaws was never just about racing. It was about the personalities, the camaraderie, and the authenticity that Big Chief embodied. To them, his return would be like reviving the heartbeat of the show. On the other side are fans who believe the show has evolved and that it's time to embrace new talent and direction. They argue that while Big Chief's legacy is undeniable, Street Outlaws is bigger than any one driver. And to be fair, the show has indeed brought in some exciting new racers and fresh rivalries. Still, no matter which side you're on, one thing is clear: Big Chief's departure left an emotional scar. And the ongoing debates only show how deeply he resonated with the audience. As much as it hurts to say it, we have to accept the reality. Big Chief is not coming back to Street Outlaws. His exit wasn't a dramatic stunt or a temporary leave. It was a firm and final decision. The conditions that drove him away haven't changed, and from everything we know, he has no intention of returning under the same circumstances. Fans have created countless petitions, YouTube compilations, and heart-wrenching posts pleading for his return. But at this point, those efforts are more about coping with loss than changing outcomes. The man who once led the list and carried the spirit of the show on his shoulders has moved on. While the past holds so many amazing memories, Street Outlaws must look to the future. The introduction of new drivers and the growing popularity of formats like No Prep Kings are signs that the show still has plenty of gas in the tank. New rivalries, fresh faces, and even involvement from big names outside the racing community are helping to keep the series relevant and exciting. Big Chief's absence will always be felt, especially by longtime fans. But Street Outlaws can still thrive if it continues to adapt, innovate, and respect the roots that Big Chief helped establish. Change is tough, especially when it means saying goodbye to a legend. But it can also open the door to new chapters that honor the past while driving forward. Though he may be gone from the TV screen, Big Chief's impact lives on. In the racing community, in the stories fans share, and in the foundation of Street Outlaws itself. His legacy is unshakable. He showed us what it meant to be passionate, determined, and real, both on and off the track. Justin Shearer might not wear the Big Chief title on national TV anymore, but in the hearts of fans, he will always be the king of the streets. Whether he's wrenching on a car in his own garage or mentoring the next generation of racers off camera, his spirit continues to inspire. The idea of Big Chief returning to Street Outlaws is an emotional one, filled with hope, nostalgia, and heartbreak. But the facts are clear. He's not coming back. The same issues that caused his departure remain unresolved, and no amount of fan support or celebrity involvement has changed that. As we move forward, it's time to honor Big Chief not by wishing for a return that won't happen, but by celebrating his legacy and supporting the new generation of racers carrying the torch. The streets may look different now, but thanks to Big Chief, they'll always carry the mark of a true legend. Even though Big Chief is no longer part of the Street Outlaws lineup, his influence is still deeply embedded in the show's DNA. The very format that fans love, the street-style racing, the focus on real rivalry, and the respect for car culture, was shaped in large part by his vision. He wasn't just another driver on the list. He was the architect of how that list operated. Many of the rules, traditions, and codes of respect that the current racers follow were either created or heavily influenced by him. Even the way competitors talk about their cars, their builds, and the hustle of race nights echoes the foundation Big Chief helped lay. What makes Big Chief's story so painful for fans is that his departure didn't come with the closure many were hoping for. There was no grand farewell episode, no dramatic send-off that allowed fans to say goodbye. One day, he was there, leading the charge, fine-tuning the crow, and calling out opponents. And the next, he was gone. That abruptness left fans in limbo, holding on to hope that maybe it wasn't final. But over time, as months turned into years and the show moved on, the realization set in. This wasn't a break, it was an ending, and one that still feels unresolved for many. There's also the matter of how Street Outlaws itself has changed in the wake of his absence. While the show has introduced a host of new racers and expanded into new territories like No Prep Kings, some longtime viewers feel it's lost a bit of the authenticity it once had. Big Chief brought a raw, grassroots energy to the show. His love for racing was never about fame or fortune. It was about speed, competition, and respect. That kind of passion is hard to replicate. And while new faces bring their own strengths, the unique balance Big Chief brought to the table has yet to be matched. Outside of the show, Big Chief hasn't faded away completely. He's still active in the racing scene, maintaining a loyal following through YouTube and social media. His fans continue to check in on his builds, his personal projects, and his commentary on the racing world. While he may no longer be on mainstream television, he's found a new platform to share his passion, and in many ways, that freedom suits him better. He's no longer constrained by production drama or network demands. Instead, he gets to do what he loves on his own terms. That independence has also given fans a deeper glimpse into who Justin Shearer really is beyond the Big Chief persona. Through his personal content, viewers see a man who is still obsessed with performance, still meticulous about every detail of his builds, and still madly in love with racing. But they also see someone who values integrity and isn't willing to compromise his beliefs for fame. That quiet strength and principled stance have only deepened the respect many have for him. even as they mourn his absence from the show. In the end, the tragedy of Big Chief's exit from Street Outlaws isn't just that he's gone. It's that the very circumstances that pushed him away haven't been acknowledged or addressed publicly in a meaningful way. His story serves as a cautionary tale about the tension between passion and production, between authenticity and entertainment. For fans, it's a painful reminder that even the most beloved icons can be driven away when the environment no longer reflects the values they hold dear. Still, Big Chief's story is far from over. His chapter on Street Outlaws may be closed, but his journey in the racing world continues, and the legacy he left behind still burns rubber every time the lights drop.